This is going to be terrible. My job. You do it. You do it at the end. It's like, bark, 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 bark.
Are we rolling? Is this happening? All right, because I have my own podcast. I was like having my own podcast
like,
session.
hi, welcome back to. Okay.
The Jack Geary show. We're gonna talk about bricks. Brick of the week.
Brick of the week.
The one in my
That
grandma's
one.
window. She's dead.
She died and hit her. Okay, ready? Are you ready?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna like sit on it. I don't know what the intro is, so I'm just gonna make it up. Hi, my name is Eliza Andrus, and I'm here with
Jack Geary.
And this is Senior Ear.
Ear. Wow.
That's really cool.
It's not. It might not even be in the shot, but
I hope it is. All right. Welcome to Senior Ear, Jack Geary.
Thank you.
This is a podcast where we talk about senior year.
Okay.
But
well, it's only October, so.
Not much to talk about. But
yes.
It's about like college and your high school achievements and other things.
Oh, okay. So I got to talk real stuff.
Gotta talk real stuff.
Okay.
It's not all real stuff. And it goes wherever it goes. So like I'm not stopping you from saying anything. If we go off the rails, which we probably will.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
So this is a real podcast time.
It's like a real podcast time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. First question. These questions are just like out of order. I tried to make it so it's like fun question, serious question, and like.
Like, are we talking like Joe Rogan or?
Can you talk like Joe Rogan for the?
That's not even. That's Alex Jones.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then we can't say that.
We can't say that part. All right. First question. What songs or which artist override your playlist?
I mean, not to sound like a typical person, but I got a lot of Fleetwood Mac on there.
Stop! That was my answer.
Really?
Are you seriously?
No, I'm dead serious. Hold on.
That's exactly what I said.
I only have the typical songs, like there's Secondhand News. I mean, that's the fun one.
Listen to Rumors, like the whole thing.
No, I have.
Okay.
Multiple times over.
But you like the classics.
I mean, driving home really like exposed me, like helps me get into more music.
That's true. Driving has made me listen to a lot more music because I can't reach over and skip it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have definitely a lot of Fleetwood Mac, but I went to I mean, everyone knows this, but I go to See Her Now every year.
Oh my God, you're cool.
And there's some good bands that you guys should check out. If you don't know of the Rex and...
How do you spell Rex? Like W or like
Shipwreck?
Or like T-Rex?
Like Shipwreck.
Like W.
Like VWRECKS. Yeah.
Got it.
So listen to the Rex or Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. Two very good bands. I'm dead serious. Like that. Two really good bands.
Can you think about pigeons playing ping pong?
I mean, they probably get hit by the ping pong and then quit. I'm done with this.
I'm done with this podcast. All right. Second question.
Okay.
Let's talk about theater. Let's
okay.
talk about your high school
theater
career
experience.
in theater and your Basie nomination.
Oh, you mean the thing I talk about? Hey, did you know I was nominated for a Basie
You
nomination?
know I was also nominated for Basie?
No, she wasn't.
We both lost.
Yup. You're lucky my arm's long.
So true.
I wonder just like the long shot. I could slap her if I
You
really
could
wanted to.
murder me right
I gotta
now.
look in the right camera.
That's your camera over there. That one's
hey, buddy.
mine. Hi. hey, buddy. Hey,
Theater.
brother.
Jesus.
Talk about like what your first show.
All right, my
Alice
first
in
show,
Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland. I know a lot of people like they went to that show. I hope. I don't know. I kind of came in. I was thinking like, oh, this is actually what I wrote my college essay on.
Oh.
But I wrote about how my freshman year. I don't know. I'm gonna give a name drop. Michael Shaka. He gave me a recommendation. He said, "Oh, you should join stage crew." And by the way, he never showed up to stage crew. He just like would.
He just like told you that you should join stage crew.
So I joined stage
That's
crew.
like me telling somebody to like join the swim team.
Yeah.
But I was like,
basically.
you look like you should play tennis. I don't do that.
I haven't touched a tennis racket in 3 years. I know that.
Like I count every day.
Every day. I don't know. I joined stage crew. I met a lot of people, and then I was like, I remember sitting backstage and like seeing Anything Goes. Which
I remember one day you told me that I accidentally just stared you in the face during Anything Goes.
Yep.
And I couldn't tell because I didn't have glasses on.
But, oh my God. I remember seeing Anything Goes, and I was like, oh God, I really want to be out there. I want to be performing. So I decided to audition the next year, and like to my surprise, I got like a
Tweedledum?
Tweedledum, yeah.
The better of the D's and Dums. Hi, Marcos.
You gotta know your D's and Dums.
You gotta know the difference between your D and your Dum.
So that happened. I wound up getting a Basie nomination, which like at the time I thought it was huge, but now in retrospect it's like, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a super cool high when you get nominated. Exactly. When the list comes out and you're like, outstanding actor in a musical or a drama or whatever, and you're like, that's me, like that's really cool. And then you're like, that doesn't matter. And then like after it's all said and done, you're like
sitting front row and you're like, my name's gonna get called, and then it's like,
and then they're like, anybody else, and you're like, oh,
okay.
Then you go, I don't know, you go out after, and you're
then
like...
Then you go, you get food, you're a little melancholy, and then
but
the next
your mom,
day you don't
and your
care.
mom's like, you should have won, and you're like, no, I shouldn't have.
And then
I'm just speaking from personal experience.
Then you're in McGillicuddy's, and your mom and dad start fighting while Maggie May plays in the background, and you're like on the verge of tears, but you can't tell them that because they're already fighting, and your brother's really into his french fries, but you can't take any of the french fries because if you do, he'll slap you.
I hate when that happens. Okay.
Shout out to Bo Geary.
Hi, Bo. I thought it was funny. I was texting Jack last night about how his girlfriend has not met his family.
Oh.
And I was like, I think Bo and Mo are the scariest.
If anyone doesn't know, I have a brother, Bo Geary.
A large brother named Bo and a large dog named Mo. And that cracks me up.
So every time we call one's name, the other comes. So, you know how it goes.
Okay. Your next question. Let's talk about your swimming.
Oh.
You like swim?
I do swim.
You swim. I know that has oftentimes like run into the shows and stuff.
Oh my God, all the time.
It's
every
the worst.
year it's been a
battle.
Super clash.
There's no way to make any two things work.
Not at all. No.
Around here, you can't. I mean,
if anyone's actually listening to this in lunch,
it doesn't play at lunch.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. You can watch it during lunch.
Okay. Well, if anyone actually watches this and you go to Ocean Township, some advice I have to give for you is that if you want to be in the theater program and do a sport, it's going to be very tough. It is possible. You do have to acknowledge the sacrifices you might have to make to be a part of a sport. For example, I know that although my acting can be strong, my singing and dancing are not. So I know for the musical every year, it's very unlikely that I become a lead. Man down. It's very unlikely I get a lead. But, I mean, I get to swim. I get to do two things that make me happy. So I enjoy it, but you do have to acknowledge the sacrifices.
Mm-hmm. I know from personal experience being in marching band, a lot of the girls try to do field hockey at the same time, and you cannot do it. So many have tried and so many have failed. But if you really, really want to make it work, you can, but I just have not seen many succeed. So like I used to be in the choir and the shows and the band and like a million other things, and I tried to balance them all, and it worked, but it was just the worst thing ever.
Oh, I was going to burp.
Into the mic.
When it comes, I will.
Thank you. Okay. Your most embarrassing school memory. It's that time.
I don't know if I can say this.
I could cut it out.
Okay, so most embarrassing school memory.
Options.
I remember, I mean, only the seniors would remember this now, but my freshman year, I get really into Halloween all the time. Like, really into Halloween.
I hate Halloween.
I vividly remember, actually, is that my most embarrassing moment? I mean, I did get isn't Eddie Reef in this class?
No.
Is he in the other one?
I don't know.
Oh, he broke my collarbone, but shout out to him.
Yep. He did do that.
No, I love you, Eddie Reef. Don't worry.
You just broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
I'm just checking my notes.
All right, so actually, embarrassing moment. I don't know, like, a few people will know this. It was mostly, like, when I was a freshman, it was mostly seniors that knew. So on Halloween, I dressed up as Toad from Mario.
A classic.
And being a long person and wearing a kid's costume doesn't go well together. So it looked like I was trying to get into like a 3rd grade costume, and like I'm just walking around. Nobody else is in costumes. Like I didn't, Stranger Things. Like you know when they all do the Ghostbusters. That was me.
Oh.
But I was alone. I didn't have any friends. I was just like in my Toad costume, and I was like.
It's because nobody in this school has school spirit.
I mean, I'm just happy that the seniors are doing not sleepy time this year.
Oh my God! If after we leave, if I see sleepy sophomores, jammy juniors,
there's a jammy juniors.
I know. And if I see that again, I'm gonna be real mad. Come up with something else. Just make a pajama day.
Yeah.
Not
right.
that hard.
But anyway, I dressed up as Toad, and I remember I'm sitting at a senior table because like. My friends made it very clear that if I was in the Toad costume, they were not going to sit with me. And I was like, okay, I understand. So I sat with the seniors, and I guess they were pitying me or something, and they said, and one of them says, Jack, if you go to that girl over there, she was like, I don't know if I can say that, but she was like a 9 out of 10, like 10, almost 10 out of 10.
Who was it?
Can I name drop?
You can name drop.
Giovanna Russamano.
I don't remember
I don't know if she has
her.
any relatives in the school, but if she ever sees this, hi,
I know.
I'm the Toad kid.
Now we know.
So they told me I'll give you all my mozzarella
like
sticks.
9 out of 10.
I'll give you all my mozzarella sticks.
Oh, I'd do it.
If you go up to her and ask her out. And I did it.
Because that's a good deal.
I don't really like mozzarella sticks.
Oh, so you're a Fed. Anyway.
So I went up to her. I asked her out. I asked for her number, and I told her like, "Hey, I'm doing this on a dare."
For 10 mozzarella sticks.
Like 6.
That's a fair amount.
Crazy. So I did that, and she gave me her number, but when I came back to the seniors table, one of them actually grabbed my phone and deleted it. So I don't know if
So did it count? Did you get the sticks?
Well, I got the mozzarella sticks.
Okay. Then that's all that matters. Like, that's fine.
But like you also have to remember if you get like all your friends are surrounded by you and a kid in a Toad costume comes up asking for your number.
Something's off.
Something's off. So I got her number. I don't know if it was real. I think I added her on Snapchat, but that was about it. But I mean, my most embarrassing high school moment was definitely when I wore that costume.
Yeah, no, that hurts. That aches.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
All right. So we're running out of time here. Kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to narrow it down to questions I think we should answer before we go, because this is the point of this podcast. What are you majoring in college?
Communications.
That's my backup.
Oh my god!
You think we're the same person.
It's communications. I'm going in undeclared for some schools because they don't offer communication. I really don't. My college plan is a crapshoot.
Yep.
To be appropriate.
I know. I heard it before you even said anything. I know what you want to say. How many schools are you applying to?
I've applied to 4.
I haven't applied to 1 yet.
Oh, I gotta get my forms in. Thank you for reminding me.
Well, I didn't say anything. You're welcome.
I gotta get my blue form. Get those in.
Get your blue forms in.
Cause
get your blues in.
You'll die.
They're coming for you.
They'll kill you.
If you don't submit your blue forms and you apply to college, they kill you.
They kill you. Dump truck. I'm doing my this is my Lula from what's Big Mouth.
Your big mouth voice. All right. We have time. I think we have time for one more question. Oh, there's a part 2 to that question. Do you plan on continuing it?
All right, continue. Sorry. Don't let me.
Do you plan on...
Say the question!
Do you plan on continuing theater to any degree or swim or anything?
All right, so...
Like, if
I'm not going to major in it, or not major, but I'm not going to...
Like, not necessarily like a major, but like, do you plan on like doing that stuff?
Keeping my hobbies going.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to show up to college and be like, I'm not involved, and then I won't have any friends, and I'll be like, I don't have any friends.
It's going to be that way anyway.
All right.
You're a loser.
Yeah, you invited me here. I could walk out anytime.
But you wouldn't, because you like the attention.
Next question.
All right. You're going on a road trip. Ow! You're going on a road trip. You have room in your car for 3 other people.
Dead or alive? Like anyone dead or alive?
Okay. Hopefully your friends.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could answer however you want, I guess. I don't know if you'd want to road
Beckman.
trip with dead bodies in your car.
Steven Beckman.
Where are you going to? How much gas you got? Where are you going?
Well, in this situation, I want one of those like buses that you've put a bed in. Like you take out all the seats.
So why don't you just get like... There it is! Clap it up!
So
all right,
I want to be on like one of those buses.
Like a Volkswagen van or like an RV?
No. Like school bus.
Oh.
And you take out all the seats and replace them with like beds and like.
Okay, yeah.
So
no,
you
I
make it an
RV,
RV, but it's a school bus, and therefore I have to get my bus license. But
your GDL?
Bring in Steven Beckman.
No, CDL. That's it.
3 Steven Beckmans.
3 Steven Beckmans. I don't think you realize how much power that is in one vehicle.
All right, Steven Beckman, Ethan Couts.
What about Alec? No. I'll cut this part out.
Steven Beckman, Ethan Couts.
Wave to Eva. Hi, Eva.
Hi, Eva. We're being followed.
It follows.
Oh my God! Steven Beckman, Ethan Couts, Nick Ketty, and I feel like that's a good trio.
That's a really good group.
Ethan Couts, one time in a game of Most Likely To, he said he'd pick me if we had to hide a body. So
you would hide the body? Like you would help him?
Like if he had to hide a body, he'd call me.
That's so nice. He trusts you that much.
Yeah.
That's great.
I can hide a body. Hire me. Wow, I can't be saying this.
Wow.
Please accept me to please accept me to college, please.
Like, please, we want to go to college. I'm not getting into college. Okay. All right. Do we have time for one more question? I don't think we have time for one more question. Okay. Actually, super quick answer. First person that comes to your mind. Who's your go-to?
Jimmy Dean.
Now you get to clap it.
And this has been the Jack Geary Power Hour. I'm out.
Yay! Woo! Thank you, Jack Geary.
All right.
That's it. That hurt.
The Gungans.